Alright guys, and welcome to my Mage leveling guide for Cataclysm Classic. These are the topics we will cover: best heirlooms and enchants, talents and glyphs, pre-questing and fastest methods, and lastly, how on earth do you actually play the class. For looms, you want to go full Dread Mist set with Major Mana enchant on your chest, Eye of the Beast trinkets, Ancient Blood Moon cape, and the Dignified Headmaster's charge with 30 spell power on it. The Staff of Jordan is also not a bad option if you don't want to farm all of those badges. For talents, weirdly in Cataclysm, you can't Blizzard Kite until 52, and Fire AoE leveling only really becomes strong at level 71 with Living Bomb unlocked. This means you're going to be respeccing a lot while leveling. It is quite frustrating, to be honest. So our only real spammable AoE is at level 22 with Arcane Explosion, so we'll have to use Arcane Spec to maximise our AoE damage. It's also strong as single target because of how much Arcane Missiles is buffed, and Arcane Missiles is a very efficient spell to use because it costs no mana. We spec this way until level 31 until we can unlock Blast Wave and Hot Streak. Then we stick in Fire Spec until level 52 until we can finally use Blizzard. Then we spec this way until level 69, when we finally get Living Bomb, and then we stick in Fire Spec all the way until level 85. It is a bit irritating having to respec all these times, but you are gimping your leveling time, particularly when you are solo leveling, by not respecking. Obviously dual specking makes this much easier, but if you're grinding a Dungeon Finder, you really don't need to worry about it that much. If you're doing pre-questing, your best bet is to stack all the Wrath of the Lich King dungeon quests together, including the daily heroic and weekly raid quests, along with the Ice Crown group quests. If you've already done these quests, then what you want to do is just stack all the dailies within Ice Crown. I've made an optimal pre-quest stack list for all subscribers. Just subscribe to the channel, go to my channel page and check out my subscriber only video. Until you get Blizzard, I honestly wouldn't recommend AoE leveling if you're new to the class. Only do AoE grinding beyond level 52. You can do it earlier, but it is harder to achieve without dying. Beyond 69, that's when you can start to solo instances. The best one to do is Utgard Keep level 70 to 80, which will get you over 1 million XP per hour. 80 to 85, I would also recommend questing because of the gold and reputation. It isn't always wisest to just pick the most optimal speed leveling method. That sounds kind of weird, but being efficient is also important. Grinding reputation at gold at level 85 is unavoidable, so you're going to have to do it anyway. May as well do it while leveling up. Fair enough, if you're playing the launch at peak times, it's going to be quite difficult to get those quests completed, and therefore you might just want to grind some dungeons with your friends. The fastest route to level up in the open world is provided by the Resid XP add-on. You can find the download link for that in the description. So low level, there's not much you can do apart from cast Frostbolt for the slow and then spam Firebolt, use Arcane Missiles on cooldown and use Arcane Barrage to execute the mob. When you get Arcane Explosion and Flame Strike, that's when you can start to AoE. You group up the mobs on your mount, then you use a Frost Nova, you cast Flame Strike and spam Arcane Explosion while trying to stay out of melee range. Use Cone Cold to help with this. When you respec into Fire, it's much the same, but you can now use Blast Wave to knock mobs back, and remember to use Pyroblast with Hot Streak and Fire Blast with Impact procs to spread your Ignite and Pyroblast dots. When you unlock Blizzard at 52, you can start to Blizzard Kite. It's best to do this by getting all the mobs clumped up on your mount, you pop down your Frost Nova, and then you start your Blizzard spam. What you want to do is you want to strafe a little bit between the casts to gain a further distance, and then finish the mobs off with those cheeky Fingers of Frost procs. Beyond 79, the idea is to pull as many mobs as you can with Living Bomb, clump those mobs together, and then allow the Living Bomb explosions to all just explode on each other. If the mobs don't die to that, then you can finish them off with Dragon's Breath, Blast Wave, and Arcane Explosion. Be sure to stay tuned guys, I'm making class leveling guides for every class in the game. My name is Metagoblin, until my next video, ciao.